Welcome to Final Goodbye. I'm Joshua. In this space, we pause to remember extraordinary lives that have left us but not our hearts. Their talent, passion, and influence shaped countless moments across generations. Join us as we honor their stories from film, music, and culture, keeping their legacy alive and inspiring audiences for years to come. Actor Patrick Muldoon, known for his 1990s television success, passed away at the age of 57 in Los Angeles following a sudden medical emergency at home. He was widely recognized for his work in popular TV dramas and films, leaving behind a career that spanned decades and earned him a loyal audience. Career highlights. He rose to prominence through roles in Melrose Place and Days of Our Lives, becoming a familiar face in both daytime and primetime television. His performance in Starship Troopers further expanded his reach in film and helped solidify his place in pop culture during the 1990s. Continued work in entertainment. In later years, Muldoon remained active in entertainment, working on films and production projects. He was attached to upcoming releases including Dirty Hands and Cockroach, reflecting his continued interest in creative work, both on and off screen. Colleagues often described him as energetic and committed to his craft. Legacy. His passing marks the end of a career remembered for its range and visibility during a defining era of television and film, with his performances continuing to be appreciated by audiences. Judy Pace passed away peacefully in her sleep in Marina del Rey at the age of 83. She's remembered as a familiar and comforting presence on television during the 1960s and 1970s, bringing a calm strength and natural warmth to every role she played. Her performances in series such as The Young Lawyers and Peyton Place, along with her appearance in Brian's Song, reflected a steady talent that resonated with audiences of her time. Film work beyond television. Judy Pace also made a meaningful mark in film. She appeared in notable projects including Cotton, Comes to Harlem, The Thomas Crown Affair, and Three in the Attic. In each role, she brought a quiet confidence and screen presence that helped her stand out in an evolving entertainment landscape, contributing to films that remain part of cinema history. Legacy. Judy Pace leaves behind a legacy defined by grace, professionalism, and lasting impact. Her work continues to be appreciated by those who value classic television and film, and her performances remain a reminder of her ability to bring depth and humanity to her characters. She is remembered with respect and warmth for the contributions she made to entertainment across decades. Daryl Sheets, widely known for his long-standing role on Storage Wars, has passed away at the age of 67. He was found at a residence in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, on April 22nd. Authorities have stated that the circumstances are still being reviewed by the Mojave County Medical Examiner's Office. His passing marks the end of a familiar presence in reality television that spanned more than a decade. Career in storage auctions. Before television fame, Sheets spent over 30 years working in storage auctions, a business built on intuition, timing, and risk. He earned a reputation for bold decision-making and was often called the gambler, due to his willingness to take chances on units others might overlook. His experience in the field gave him a strong foundation that later translated naturally into television. Television fame. With the launch of Storage Wars in 2010, Sheets became one of the show's standout personalities. The series followed buyers competing for abandoned storage lockers, turning a niche industry into mainstream entertainment. His energetic style, big wins, and unpredictable approach made him a fan favorite and helped define the tone of the show throughout its run. Personal life and legacy. Outside of television, Sheets often spoke about his close bond with his family, especially his son, Brandon Sheets, who also appeared on the show and shared in the family business. He is remembered for his passion, risk-taking spirit, and larger-than-life presence, leaving behind a lasting impression on both fans and the storage auction world. Recent social posts have circulated claims regarding Chuck Norris's passing at the age of 86. However, these claims are not confirmed by official or reliable sources. Norris is widely recognized as a living public figure, known for his long career in martial arts and entertainment. It is important to separate verified information from online rumors, especially when discussing well-known personalities. Martial arts and Hollywood career. Chuck Norris built a career that began in martial arts before moving into film and television. He earned recognition as a world champion martial artist and instructor, helping bring greater attention to karate in the United States. His transition into Hollywood during the 1970s and 1980s established him as an action star with roles that highlighted discipline, physical skill, and determination. Walker, Texas Ranger, and cultural impact. He became especially well known to television audiences through Walker, Texas Ranger, where he portrayed a law enforcement officer guided by strong moral values. The series ran for several years and gained a wide international audience. His character became associated with themes of justice, restraint, and perseverance, which helped solidify his place in pop culture. Enduring legacy beyond acting, Norris has also been linked to fitness initiatives, writing, and public speaking, focused on motivation and discipline. His long-standing influence continues in both entertainment and martial arts communities. Regardless of rumors, his public legacy remains tied to his contributions to action cinema, martial arts education, and cultural impact over several decades. Alan Osmond, the eldest member of the renowned musical group The Osmonds, has passed away at the age of 76, after living with multiple sclerosis for nearly 4 decades. He first came into public attention in the 1970s as part of a family band that became widely loved for its harmony-driven pop sound and strong family identity. Beyond his career in music, Alan was known for his steady presence, thoughtful nature, and the quiet influence he held within his family and among fans. Strength through adversity. For much of his adult life, Alan lived with a progressive illness that gradually changed how he moved through the world. Instead of focusing on limitation, he chose acceptance and personal growth. Over time, he developed a deeper sense of patience and resilience, finding meaning in adjusting to life's challenges. His journey reflected a shift from public performance to inner strength, showing how adaptability and perspective can shape a life with dignity and calm determination. A life of service and legacy. Even as his health declined, Alan remained committed to uplifting others through encouragement and presence. He valued kindness, family connection, and supporting those around him in quiet but meaningful ways. His approach to life emphasized that purpose is not defined only by achievement, but also by how we treat others and respond to difficulty. Alan Osmond's legacy lives on through his music, his family, and the example he set in facing hardship with grace, leaving behind a story that continues to inspire reflection and resilience. A defining moment in pop culture can unfold in seconds, yet leave a lifelong impact. During a widely watched live performance in the early 2000s, an unexpected incident sparked global attention and shifted the trajectory of a major artist's career. In less than 10 seconds, a carefully built legacy was suddenly overshadowed by controversy, media reaction, and public debate. What followed was not just about one performance, but about how fame, perception, and accountability can collide in the entertainment industry. The event became a turning point that reopened conversations about gender, race, and responsibility in media narratives. To understand how things reached that stage, it is necessary to look far earlier into the life of an artist shaped by discipline, ambition, and control. Her journey began in a family where talent was nurtured intensely, but personal freedom often came second to performance and expectation. Early life and discipline. Born into a highly talented musical family, she grew up in an environment where discipline and structure shaped daily life. Her father, determined to build a successful performing group, set strict rules around rehearsal, behavior, and performance standards. Hours of practice were routine, and perfection was expected from a very young age. While this environment produced extraordinary talent, it also left little space for a normal childhood. School life was overshadowed by professional responsibilities, and friendships were limited by constant travel and work commitments. Her mother provided emotional support, but the family structure was heavily influenced by strict guidance from her father. Observing her older siblings rise to fame, she learned early that success required sacrifice. Over time, this upbringing created both resilience and pressure, shaping her understanding of performance as both opportunity and obligation, and laying the foundation for a career built on discipline, precision, and survival in a demanding industry. Early career in television. As her childhood progressed, she began appearing in television roles that introduced her to a wider audience. These opportunities were managed by her family, particularly her father, who oversaw career decisions and contracts. At a young age, she was placed in acting roles that required emotional performances beyond her years, while audiences saw a rising young talent. Her personal experience was one of constant scheduling, rehearsals, and limited personal choice. Earnings from her early work were managed by adults, leaving her with little financial independence. Despite the challenges, she developed strong performance skills and professionalism that would later define her music career. However, the lack of autonomy during these years reinforced a sense of being directed rather than self-led. This period became a foundation for both her artistic discipline and her later desire to take control of her own creative identity. First music attempts and personal struggles. In her teenage years, she was guided into the music industry, releasing early albums that reflected more of industry direction than personal expression. These projects introduced her to recording studios and producers, but she had limited creative input at the time. The music did not achieve major success, and critics viewed it as lacking a clear identity. During this period, she also experienced a brief marriage in her late teens, a decision influenced by a desire for independence and emotional escape. However, the relationship proved difficult and short-lived, and she soon returned to her family environment. These experiences highlighted the contrast between external expectations and internal desires. While professionally, she was still searching for direction. Personally, she was beginning to question control and autonomy. This phase marked an important turning point where she started recognizing the need to define her own path in both life and career, breaking away and creative control. In her late teens, she made a significant decision to step away from her father's management, marking a turning point in her career. This move was both challenging and empowering, as it required her to redefine her professional identity outside of family control. She began collaborating with new producers who encouraged her to express her own ideas and experiences. Through this partnership, she discovered a more authentic creative voice, focusing on themes of independence, confidence, and self-expression. This led to the creation of a breakthrough album that reintroduced her to the music industry with a completely new image and sound. The project was a commercial success and established her as a solo artist with a distinct identity. More importantly, it represented personal liberation, allowing her to transition from being directed by others to becoming the primary decision-maker in her artistic journey. Rise to global stardom and social impact. Following her breakthrough, she released a highly influential album that expanded her reach globally and positioned her as a leading figure in pop music. The project combined energetic performances with socially conscious themes, addressing issues such as inequality and unity. It produced multiple hit singles and became one of the most successful albums of its time. Her choreography, visuals, and stage presence set new standards in the industry, influencing a generation of performers. Beyond commercial success, the album carried a message that resonated with audiences worldwide, encouraging reflection on social responsibility. She embarked on a major world tour that showcased her precision, discipline, and artistic vision. At this stage in her career, she was no longer emerging talent but an established global icon. Her influence extended beyond music into culture, fashion, and performance art, solidifying her status as one of the most impactful artists of her era. Artistic evolution and personal life. In the following years, she continued to evolve musically, exploring more personal and emotional themes in her work. Her sound became softer and more introspective, reflecting a deeper exploration of identity and relationships. This period also included a private marriage that remained hidden from the public for several years. While professionally she maintained success, personally she experienced emotional challenges, including periods of sadness and reflection. The balance between fame and private life became increasingly difficult to maintain. She continued to release successful projects, but her focus shifted toward expressing vulnerability and maturity rather than large-scale social commentary. Over time, her work began to reflect inner emotional struggles, including loneliness and self-discovery. Despite these challenges, she remained a major figure in music, admired for her ability to adapt and reinvent herself while maintaining a strong connection with her audience around the world. Major performance controversy and industry fallout. During a high-profile live performance, watched by millions, an unexpected onstage incident led to immediate global attention and widespread controversy. Although the moment lasted only seconds, its impact on her career was significant and long-lasting. Media coverage intensified rapidly, shifting focus from the performance itself to public debate and criticism. She issued statements acknowledging responsibility and attempted to clarify the situation, but public reaction remained divided. The incident resulted in professional consequences, including reduced media support and changes in industry relationships. Many of her planned appearances were affected, and her music received less exposure in mainstream channels. Despite her long-standing success and influence, she found herself facing intense scrutiny and isolation within the entertainment industry. The situation highlighted how quickly public perception can change, and how external narratives can overshadow years of achievement and contribution in the entertainment world globally. Professional setbacks and personal isolation. In the years following the controversy, her career experienced a noticeable decline in mainstream visibility. Despite releasing new projects, she faced reduced radio play, limited promotional opportunities, and a lack of industry support compared to earlier stages of her career. This period marked a significant emotional and professional challenge as she struggled to regain the momentum she once had. Public perception had shifted, and rebuilding trust with audiences proved difficult. She became more selective with her appearances and gradually stepped back from constant media engagement. Behind the scenes, she dealt with emotional exhaustion and the pressure of navigating a changing industry landscape. Although still respected as an influential artist, she no longer held the same dominant commercial position. This phase of her life reflected resilience in the face of adversity, as she continued to create and perform, despite reduced visibility and shifting industry dynamics. Personal loss and family grief. One of the most profound moments in her life was the loss of her brother, who was also a global music icon. Their relationship had been deeply rooted in shared childhood experiences, fame, and the pressures of the entertainment industry. His passing came unexpectedly and had a significant emotional impact on her and the entire family. During public memorials, she appeared composed, but privately, she experienced deep grief and reflection. The loss intensified her sense of isolation, as he had been one of the few people who truly understood her journey. Family dynamics became more complex as they navigated both mourning and public attention. This period marked a turning point in her emotional life, as she processed not only personal loss but also the weight of shared history. Despite the pain, she gradually returned to professional life, carrying his memory as a source of strength and motivation. Later, life, motherhood, and renewal. Later in life, she experienced a period of renewal that included motherhood and a renewed focus on personal well-being. This stage marked a shift away from constant industry demands toward a more balanced and private lifestyle. Becoming a parent brought a new sense of purpose and emotional grounding, reshaping her priorities significantly. Although she remained active in music and performance, her choices became more intentional, focusing on projects that aligned with her personal values and family life. She also became more reflective about her journey, acknowledging both the challenges and achievements of her career. Over time, her legacy grew beyond music, influencing new generations of artists and performers who viewed her as a pioneer. Her story came to represent resilience, reinvention, and independence. showing how a life shaped by control and pressure can ultimately transform into one defined by self-determination and peace.